Hey guys, Joseph from ABC Sewing. Today we're going to be showing you how to program your new design or your set parameters for your DDL-9000C. Right now we're going to jump into how to make a light program, a program specifically for lightweight fabrics, one for medium and one for heavy. So we'll go over the basic settings, and then from there take a look at some of our other videos to kind of go more in depth on fine-tuning it for a certain fabric and so forth. Okay, so we'll jump right into it. Let's go ahead and start and make a new design. So we have our home screen. We're going to hit the number button. This is our archive of all the patterns that we have. We're going to make a new design. On this screen, it kind of gives you an overview of what kind of tacking or what kind of stitch that you want to do, as well as what type of feed dog stroke we're going to need for that job. Okay, so the first one, the most common one, is going to be the first icon. You can see it has a line, a solid line, and then dot, 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 and then a solid line. The solid line references your start tack is automated. Anytime you see a solid line, it means an automated function or program stitch. So the start line is automated, our start tack. Our dot, dot, dot is I have full control of how much I'm sewing, how fast I'm sewing, how long I want to sew, okay? And then the end tack. This is the most common one that we're going to be using right now, or most automatic single needles would use. We're just going to go with the standard feed dog stroke. If you're not sure which feed dog stroke to use, just go with the standard version, which is the oval side. Okay, and you can take a look at some of our other videos that explains this in more detail. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and select the icons, standard tack, standard cycle, enter it through. Now the first things that you want to do, this is specifically for light, so we're going to be going over the settings on light setup. Okay, first thing we want to program is how many stitches do we want on our start tack and our end tack. So if you want to make changes to any of these icons, you just push and hold, and it'll take us to that setting. Right now, this is our start tack. We just need a couple stitches for our tack. This is lightweight fabric, so we don't need a value of 100. We could bring this down, let's say, to about 70 or 60. Okay. This tacking, some people like small condensed stitches in their tack, or some people like long ones. You have full range to change that setting here. This is only tacking settings, okay? So let's say, for example, if we wanted the tacking to be smaller than our actual stitches, we could put at 2.3. Save that in. And then the pressure of the foot, we don't need heavy pressure because we're working with delicate fabric, so we could bring this down, let's say, to about a 50. Enter that through, okay? So we set the programs for the start tack. Normally, you want to mimic this setting into your end tack. Okay, end tack, hold it down, 2 stitches. Tension, I believe we set it at 60. Enter that through. The end tack, we did make it a little bit smaller than our regular stitches. Okay, and the pressure of the foot, I believe we put it at 50. Enter. Okay, so now we program the start and the end. If you want to turn it on, just push it one time and it'll turn off or disengage by unchecking it. Okay, next once this is set, we did the start and the end. Everything else here is for regular sewing mode, which is going to be the stitched lines, the dots in the middle. Okay, so these settings are for your regular sewing mode. We're going to go into the tension. Same thing, we're not working with too heavy of a fabric. So we'll bring that down to about 65. The stitches, standard stitch length, let's just go about, let's say a 3 millimeter. Okay, the pressure of the foot, do not need that much pressure. So we'll bring that down to about 60, 50 to 60. Okay, the speed, let's say it's a delicate fabric. We don't want to be able to go full speed, so we could probably cap that out at about 2,500. Okay, so now we have the tension. We have the stitch length, we have the pressure of the foot, reduce the speed, and our cycle of our fabric. Let's say, for example, if it is a very delicate fabric, we don't need the teeth to come out. We don't need the feed dog to come out all the way, possibly damaging the fabric. So we would be able to lower this down. Let's say we go down value, and we push this plus and minus to get us into the negative, which will bring that feed dog more down, just to prevent any kind of damage, or I can lighten up more on the pressure foot pressure. Okay, so these are just the general settings for a lightweight setup that I would program it for. Of course, every fabric is different. This is the main settings that you would adjust to calibrate your machine a lot more easier digitally. Okay, so once we have this set, we could go ahead and give this pattern a name. Okay, we can hit that little pencil button. We're going to save it as the new design, which is pattern number 4. It'll give you the next available slot. Okay, we select number 4. We could go ahead and select this little empty box right next to the pattern number, and we could give this a name. So number 1 part number. This is going to be the name that shows when we have that pattern open. So let's just give it an easy name, light fabric or lightweight. Enter, exit out, and then we have light. Okay, when we go back into the program screen to select our design, that light shows right up on top. So from here, as you're cycling through, it'll give you the general settings of that design and your little notes on what you're going to use it for. Unlimited options of what you can how you can categorize your designs and so forth. Lightweight, heavyweight, binding folder, a baby hem folder, shearing. So you can list as many programs as you need and categorize it so it's easier for you to find at any time you need to pull that up quickly. Okay. So right now we made a light version. Let's go ahead and just make one more that's more on the heavier side. Okay. So we'll make a new design. Same thing. The standard tack, start tack, end tack. And since we're going on a heavier fabric, let's go ahead and select the full stroke of the feed dog. Okay, enter that through. Let's go ahead and give this a name. Number 1 part number, let's just say heavyweight. Okay, enter. Escape out. And since we're going more on the bigger side, the tension, heavier thread, we want more tension on the needle. We need a little more pressure on the foot to hold down that fabric. And the stitches we want a little bit longer. Okay, so 100 tension is good for heavy. 100 pressure is good for heavy. The stitch length, 2.5, is a little bit too small. So we'll bring that up. Let's say 4 millimeters per stitch. Right there, enter that through. Okay, let's say we need more contact with the feed dog to really grab the fabric and kick it back. So we could change the feed dog settings. Let's say plus a value of 2, which would raise that up. So we have a value from -4 to 8. So anywhere within there, plus or minus. Okay. The speed, we're going through heavy stuff. Normally you're not sewing super fast on heavy things, so we could cap this off. Let's say 1500. Okay. So now we just programmed a separate design specifically for more on the heavier weight. Obviously every fabric is different, but you have an easily accessible panel here to change whatever function that you want to change. Okay, once we have that set, we're going to hit this little pencil button to save that heavy design as my pattern number 5. Enter that through. Now we have one for heavy, one for light. Okay, so it's very easy to kind of categorize and kind of make your own programs to kind of fit the sewing projects that you have at home. And really simplifies the process. It's less chance of you damaging your fabric. Less chance of the machine straining itself because your machine is set here, but you're straining and you're in the red, going with a heavier weight without changing anything. So it's really easy to kind of transition between whatever job that you have. Just spend a couple minutes to fine tune that job and then access it at any time. Okay, so hopefully this helps kind of give you an idea of just some of the basic settings that you would need when kind of programming or making a new program on your DDL-9000C. Hope this helps, guys.